Previously on Solar Balls, the Sun was conducting a trial to resolve the disagreements between planets and moons. However, just when the moons begin to lose the debate, they change representatives to Jupiter's two controversial moons, Ganymede and Europa. Will they achieve a victory for the moons, or ensure their loss?
Ganymede? Europa? Are you two certain you will represent the moons with fairness?
We are certain.
Then I will allow the change. Let the solar system trials continue! So, based on everything that I've heard, the moon revolution began when the Earth insulted Titan due to his own insecurities. This led to Titan planning his revenge?
That is not correct.
Excuse me? Are you insinuating Mercury's account of the events are false?
We're saying that it's an oversimplification of the events. There were other discoveries and events that took place before the revolution escalated.
And it is our belief you should be made aware of these before we continue.
So far, so good. Yeah, so far. Okay, give me the context, Moons.
Gladly. So, after the experience with the Earth, Titan discovered he had the potential to sustain life, just like the Earth.
I think I found some type of small organism. I have life?
Moons can have life?
In fact, a lot of moons have water on their surfaces. Me, Europa, Callisto, even Enceladus and Titan. There are more moons with the potential of life than planets. So the revolution wasn't a vengeful act. It was a desperate one.
Desperate?
Yes, Titan and the rest of Saturn's moons had discovered that Saturn's rings were the product of dozens of moons getting destroyed.
Objection!
Yeah, objection! What are we objecting to?
The idea that Saturn destroyed his moons. That is just a theory and has not been proven.
Even if it is speculative, the risk was just as real. The moons of Saturn did not know what to do, and Saturn forced them to forgive him.
So if I can have your forgiveness, we can all get along, and I'll never consume you all. So we either forgive you or you kill us? Is that the choice? Wait, I didn't mean it like that, Ensalada. My name's Ensalada.
Guys, that's enough! Of course we forgive you, Saturn.
Oh, thank you, Titan. You're the best.
Saturn? Did you destroy your moons to form your rings?
Even now, I don't know. And moons? I didn't want you to feel forced to forgive me. It's not easy to say no to a gigantic and intimidating gas planet. I know. I'm sorry, Enceladus.
Wait, you got his name right?
Yes! I've been practicing, Dione, and he got yours right.
Ahem! We're still in the middle of a trial here. I still don't understand why you said the revolution came out of desperation.
Because most of us are smaller than the planets. They barely notice us. Most planets don't even know the name of all their moons. And if we were to confront them, I mean, do you know what it's like to confront a celestial body much bigger than you?
Europa. He's the biggest object in the solar system. How could he know that?
Look at his face. He somehow understands.
Oh, you're right.
Okay, let's change subjects. Mercury, you mentioned the Earth is already paid for disrespecting the moons. Care to explain why?
Earth, you don't need to say anything if you don't...
No, it's okay. So, after I said those things to Titan, my friends slowly began to abandon me.
Great. Now my two closest friends have decided they hate me. We're both not nearly as toxic as you. Mars, stop!
This wasn't a real friendship, was it?
Of course it was. I need you, Venus, because you stabilize my axis and keep me habitable. But also as a friend. Well, please, I can't be alone.
I realized there was something wrong with me, but I didn't know how to handle it, so I gave up and tried to fling myself into the sun.
What?
Oh, no. I didn't know that. I just felt desperate, stopped thinking, and made a stupid decision. The only reason I changed my mind is because a planet and a moon stopped me. After that, I decided to own up to my mistakes and put an end to the revolution.
Thank you, guys. I was about to do something and you didn't. And everyone will be happier for it. I see that now. I guess it's time to apologize to Mars and Venus. Titan, I started all of this because deep inside, I recognized you were pretty awesome. And I thought I would lose my friends if you reached my level. I don't know if we can ever be friends after all this, but I'd like to try, if you're willing to give me another chance.
The truth is, this entire revolution came as a response to the moon's hopelessness against us planets. That's why I am here. I'm representing the planets not only because I don't have a moon, but also because I am the smallest one here. I can relate to the moons. Just like them, I was never invited to play space poker until recently. Why? Who knows? And my partner in this trial, Venus, has constantly bullied me because of my size, so I've felt how difficult it can be to face off against someone bigger than you.
Dude, what? Whose side are you on?
However, while I can accept the moon's intentions and pleas, I can't condone their actions. Can you elaborate? The moons took frankly drastic actions that need to be addressed. First, the attack on Mars and Venus, and second, the attempt to eliminate life on Earth. And who was behind these drastic actions? The representatives of the opposition, Ganymede and Europa. Ganymede? Europa? How do you respond to these allegations? Were you behind all of these attacks?
Yes, we were.
Wait, they're not denying it?
Babe, what if...
They punish us. The space cat is out of the space hat, Ganymede. We were behind this, and everyone knows it. Might as well share our side of the story.
Oh, okay.
I am expecting an explanation from you two.
Well, for me, I've always wanted to be a leader. I am the biggest moon, and I've always looked up to Jupiter. Maybe I've been a bit insecure about it, because I felt like I could never be like Jupiter.
Guess we all have our own insecurities, huh? I am still waiting for an explanation!
When I met Titan, I saw a chance to be the leader I always wanted to be. He seemed like someone I could partner up with and do something great for the solar system. And when I heard how the Earth had treated Titan, I came up with the plan to attack the Earth.
What about Titan's involvement?
Titan? He was weak and just played along. His plan of action was a strike that ultimately wouldn't change a thing. We had to make a statement.
But why attack a planet with life?
If moons have been destroyed by planets in the past, and moons can have life, then we could be talking about billions of living species destroyed by the planets. How is what we did any different?
I know it's easy to point to us as the bad guys, but we were just defending ourselves against them.
And why should we think that they care about us? They've always treated us as inferior, or as kids, or just forget our names, or joke about destroying us, or just hide things from us.
And what about the attacks on Mars and Venus?
Well,
That was my idea.
Europa, wait.
We wanted them as allies, but things went south, and we felt forced to attack them.
Will you join us, or die to protect the Earth? I think you know our answer. Yeah, give it your best shot. So be it. Attack!
With what end?
To destroy them? Do you think an asteroid can destroy a planet? Maybe it can affect its surface, but we knew our attack wouldn't destroy them.
To do any real damage on Venus or Mars, we would have needed asteroids hundreds of kilometers in size, going at great speeds with very dense masses.
There are but a few asteroids of that size in the asteroid belt, and we made sure to use only the smaller ones for the attack. You can ask the moons.
But you still intended on harming them.
Yes, they would have gotten in the way of our plan to attack the Earth.
Is that enough of an excuse?
Please, give me a break.
Ganymede,
You shoot solar flares at everyone in the solar system. You run things like a dictator because you're the biggest celestial body. And even if nobody likes you, they are all forced to play along. So yes, We took action because we were desperate, and after everything you made the planets go through, I promise you this story will repeat itself. A planet revolution against you! Maybe in a day, or a year, or several decades. But before you become unstable and begin to turn into a red giant, mark my words, we will all turn our backs on you.
I have heard enough. Representatives, please go back to your groups. Planets, you have treated the moons as lower beings than you, and this changes today. You will all improve your relationships with each other, and I don't want to see something like a moon revolution ever again. This goes to both sides. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, son. They did it! And finally, Ganymede, Europa, while I understand your intentions, I cannot allow you to stay in my solar system. From now on, you two are banished. What? Wait, son, I think this is too much.
Son, wait. If we leave, we'd be affecting Jupiter's orbit and axis, wouldn't we? Wouldn't we, big guy?
Jupiter, come on!
Tell him the science, Jupiter. The sun will understand.
Oh, come on then, Jupiter. Tell me the
I'm
science.
sorry, you two. You are not here. The difference to my orbit or to the solar system is negligible. Nothing would really change.
Then forget the science. If we were wrong, we can fix it, or at least try, right? Come on, big guy, it's us. You're 80.
Haven't you ever made a mistake? Something you wish you could take back?
Jupiter is and has always been an
Exemplary planet! How dare you question his integrity?
Son,
Now leave, you two! Get out of my solar system!
Ganymede.
It was nice meeting you, Titan.
Hey, I hope you